What's going on, guys? JD here, and you know what? In the spirit of creating daily content, I'm putting together a little bit of a vlog for you today. Without further ado, roll intro. Alright, so let's talk about this in order of cool factor. What's more cool? Talking about something all deep and inspirational, or new parts for the car? I think I'm going to talk about the new parts for the car first, because that sounds more fun to me. But JD, I thought you said you were broke. I am. I am very broke. No one said new parts always had to be big and expensive. No, today my intake manifold bolt and stud kit came from LateModelRestoration. I'm going to show you what makes this particular kit. Oh my gosh, it's stuck in this tube. Come out. Come. Anyway, no, new parts don't always have to be big and cool, but they can be incredibly important. For example, the bolts that hold your intake manifold down on your engine to your cylinder heads. That's what was broken and caused me to have to tear my car apart. So, LateModelRestoration is partnered with ARP to make some really cool bolts for the intake of a Fox body. If you've worked on Fox bodies before, you know that there's a stud. There's one stud and the rest are bolts. I think there's 12 total. Then in a proper factory kit, there's 11 bolts and one stud. And I'm slinging that stud around like it's a sword. But you have the heater core pipe that goes over the top of the intake manifold. And that one stud holds that intake manifold down. No one had made a kit until LateModelRestoration got together with ARP and made it. So if you look here, and I'm going to do what other automotive guys do. No, don't see my face. It's focusing on my face because you can see it. There we go. It's focusing on my hand and the bolt right here. That is the stud. That is a replacement for the factory stud. I'm going to screw this here nut on here. Fits just perfect. Anyway, that is a replacement for the factory stud that set of pipes for the heater core goes on. So it was really cool to be able to get high quality hardware, such as ARP, who makes all of these parts. It was cool to be able to get high quality hardware that had that factory stud, because I intend to keep my heat. I may even put the air conditioning back on Smokey, as my end goal involves being able to drive that car whenever I want, however I want, however far I want, just all the driving. I want to do all the driving with that car. So that was cool. Next up, I got my intake manifold back. The lower, that is. The upper is still getting worked on. But yeah, it's bead blasted and clean and pretty and no more Earl on it. Earl. Even bead blasted down. I don't know how well you can see off in there. But the ports have been cleaned too. And it's giving me ideas for what I want to do to them. So, yeah, that's awesome. I got this part back. They did go ahead and repair. Let me see if I can get it to focus on this and not my face. Hide my face for a second. They did go ahead and repair the fuel injector rail bolt hole right here. They had to drill it out and helicoil it because of how bad that was broken off in there. But nonetheless, it'll be better than it was factory with a helicoil in there. Good luck getting that out. So yeah, no, exciting stuff to get that intake back, and I'm just waiting on that lower intake back, and I'm just waiting on the upper to get bead blasted all that. And then it'll be off to the powder coaters to get my super secret color choice on there. Not really secret, but just I'm not sure yet. So we'll act like I'm doing something cool and keeping it secret. So there's that. You know, it's always cool to get goodies in the mail. That intake bolt kit, it's about the same price as the normal intake bolt kit. I think it was $45, and totally worth it. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Now, the super deep thing I wanted to talk about. So now time for the super deep and introspective shot. Nope, not going to do that. I wanted to talk a little bit today about what I believe is some of the coolest parts of being a content creator. As I create more and more content for YouTube, and as a photographer, as I do more and more shoots, and I see my skills adapt and I grow, just because if you're realistic about developing skills, you're never a master. You're never perfect. You're never going to be so good that you can't get any better. I think one of the coolest things is to see you guys' feedback, whether it's good or bad. I mean, if someone tells you you suck, I typically don't mind being told I suck, as long as the person who's being the suck teller for the... I didn't set myself up well for that sentence. As long as the person who's telling me I suck has a reason, can give me justification for why they thought it was bad. Tell me how I can get better. And I want to put that out there for anybody watching these videos and keeping up with my photography stuff and all the stuff I try to share via my YouTube channel. If you think something's awful, I'm more than happy to hear you out. I want to know why you thought it sucked. Whether it's you acted way too corny, example, last video. I don't think that was too corny. I was having a good time, and I had entirely too much Monster. I've been watching too much Evan Shanks. But, you know, I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm here to cut up, act a little bit of a fool, and just do something I love to do, you know? I have fun recording these videos. I have fun sharing the restoration, the rebuilding, the what's the word I'm looking for? Uncrappery. Getting rid of all the bad stuff that was done to my car before I got a hold of it, you know? As challenging and as frustrating, as defeating, as financially damaging as that can be. Cue throwing money at the car clip. As tough as that can be sometimes, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from sharing that with you. And the comments I've gotten via email and via Facebook, because I share all this stuff on all my social media. By the way, if you don't already follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, please go to the links in the description below and follow me. I'm much more active on those just because it's part of my everyday process to talk smack and update and things of that nature. And as those audiences grow, I'll be even more frequent about that posting. But anyway, it's really, really cool to hear about somebody being like, well, dude, I had something going on with my car and I learned a new way to fix it by watching your video. Or even better yet, having somebody be like, hey, I had that same thing going on with mine and here's how I did it, and I get to learn something. You know, the beautiful thing about social media and the beautiful thing about YouTube is that it's a community and we can all grow together. You know, I think a lot of times if you watch like TV and you watch a car repair show on TV, it's taught from a teacher and student perspective where the person sitting right here where I am is only the teacher. The really, really awesome thing about YouTube and Facebook and Snapchat and all of that stuff where we're all creating a community and responding out and back to one another is that it can reverse that role. That I can become the student here and you guys can teach me something and vice versa. And by linking together and doing all this stuff together, we grow together. So if I had to say there was something that is my favorite part about being a content creator, even at the low level that I'm at, I'm just under 300 subscribers, is that already at this point, as a YouTuber, I'm having that feedback, that interaction with you guys. I'm learning from you as much as you're learning from me, and we're growing together. And I think that's absolutely awesome. So, you know, that wraps it up. That's my favorite part. Cue deep, awkward shot. Anyway, enough of the corny stuff, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, social media links down below. Go check them out. Hang out with me. Let's continue to do my favorite stuff here. Let's grow a community. Let's talk out and back. Let's learn. Let's grow together. Other than that, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. Once again, I'm not making daily promises, but I'm trying. And I don't want to waste you guys' time. I hope to, every time I get on here, inspire you to build something, inspire you to create something, whether it's taking photos or working on your own car or just giving you a little bit better day if your day was crap today. That's all I'm trying to do. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.